Don't have a lot of time today on this one. This is a 1998 4Runner. I have the cams lined up, dead on both sides. See the dot? Looks like a little bit of purple. And it's supposed to line up with this notch. This is one tooth off. I'm here to do the timing belt and the water pump. And supposedly it didn't start, or it doesn't start, but the battery was completely dead. All this right here is just from the coolant that came out of that hose. I don't see any major leaks of oil anywhere. Down at the bottom here is a little bit coming out of the front seal, but there was nothing on the belt itself. This is the one from last week. I couldn't finish it. I just didn't have the time. I did get the belt on it, but it looks like the tooth is off again. I took this belt off 3 or 4 times. Kept lining up the exact same way. So what I'm going to do is take a reading. I have a known good, and the cams they're perfectly fine with each other. It's just the crank seems to be advanced one tooth. I got a trick that hopefully worked. I've seen it before. People do it on the cams. I'm going to try it on the crank. 5 seconds. I'm going to let it run for a second because it does start. Starts and runs perfectly fine. I probably can go a lot less time on it. It's 2 seconds. Should be good enough. Yeah, it looks like it's off. Let me pull up the known good. Go over here, and we'll bring this up. Right. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 right here on the 5th. Now it's coming to mine right here. All right. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. So it is a 2000. I'm going to try to readjust this real quick. Alright, it's lined up there. It's lined up there. I don't know if you can see. There. But down here, it is off. So like the paint there, it's kind of over to the right. I got to try to skip the belt. And let's see what happens. I don't have my GoPro or whatever the hell that thing's, the action camera with me. I'll just have to do it and show you the results. But now that's lined up. This is also lined up. And now that's lined up. 3/16. I laid it in the sprocket here and I turned it and it skipped the tooth. First time I ever did that. Take another capture and check it versus the known good, and maybe that misfire went away. I got everything hooked back up. I haven't pulled the grenade pin out yet. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. I'm just starting to get this. And it's misfiring worse. So it looks like it's right on now. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right on the money. Perfect. I'm gonna put the thermostat in. I'm gonna put the upper hose in. And I need to leak check this radiator anyway. I'm gonna put my smoke machine on it because I dropped the power steering pump on it by accident. I do have another radiator in my van just in case I did destroy it. As of now, I could pull that pin. So now the pin's pulled. All right, we're about close to 15 psi. Looks like everything's holding. No leaks. No leaks where I thought that I dropped the power steering pump right into this thing, and it's perfectly fine. I'll straighten those. I'll straighten all those things out. And now I can take this radiator hose back off and start putting the thing back together. Oh, visual inspection. This was popped up. I don't know why it was popped up. I don't know if he was messing with this after I left, but I put that in the other day when I started this up. That was definitely in. Put this thing back together, go home.